to Virginia Tech. And if we're here, you know it's time for Enter Sandman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis with another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Let's take a step back and enjoy Enter Sandman. And the Hokies will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Clemson's offense will have the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The pull and throw off the RPO. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How you're going to finish strong throughout the season. You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. We always talk about Yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it. Good throw and catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Kendricks. And he is going to lose yardage, nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and
oh, he's got some space. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Hokey, 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 high, tech, tech, VPI got it rolling on the ground.
And Virginia Tech fans love that chant, and they love the physical ground game, the ability to run the football. That's kind of who they are. That's how they're built. Just a tough group of individuals.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50. 3rd and long, on any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now, 1st and goal.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Big fella moving. They will score! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. Got the quick pass. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. He'll go to the sneak. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for a gap. It's Kendricks. Shakes off the defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kendricks. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Pittsburgh.
Power football with the run.
Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On third down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Hokies line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Trying to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hokies! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And right down the middle. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're working that left side. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by the defender that time, locating the ball on the ground and hopping on it for a fumble recovery. And guys, that's the 2nd straight game this guy has had a fumble recovery. Had one their last time out. He's got another one here.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Hokies in the hurry up. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the RPO, complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Clemson, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Under fire. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They drag it down at the 34-yard line, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
About to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here's the give off the left side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Hokies want to move quickly. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
He's looking to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Kendricks. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, spin move. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and still on his feet. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Pittsburgh. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Simon. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. The Hokies decide to punt it away. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna run it. It's Kendricks. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Off the play fake on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got it! Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running back searching for a hole. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. Oh, better look out! Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kendricks. Just keeps moving. He picks up the 1st down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. To the air on 1st down. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Using the quick game. Smashes through the tackle. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just keeps slinging it. Under fire. Oh, he makes a catch. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. That slices the lead to 2.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this 1st half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Pulls it in. It's Simon. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And the Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Firing to the right, complete. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Had to get rid of it quickly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. Let's see if they punt it away. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Lane Stadium.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Hokies racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive gains.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Off the play fake. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hauls it in. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday as we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hokies will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it fly. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Caught in the backfield, it's Madison. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. It's complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one is perfect. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice catch for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The play action fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Looking downfield on first down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. These fans touching the figurative Hokie Stone, doing their part to help out on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Here comes the option. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Hokies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The run from the shotgun. Makes a man miss. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Hokies with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Hokies moving quickly to the line.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly...
Turning it on! He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looking to push the pace with the no-huddle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. This time they'll go to the running game. Plows through the defense. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Got his man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. On the ground, it's Kendricks. He breaks a tackle. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They're going to ride this running back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Trying to punch it in. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Power ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Pushes ahead. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. That'll pull them back to within 6. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Snap in the shotgun. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Hokies! Once he got some room, it was over. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively.